Okay, let me get this going. Authenticating. And I think I'm in here now.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Drained, tired, all that stuff.
Yeah, me too.
I've been on a weight loss diet. I've started about a week and a half ago, and you know, I'm diabetic. I got IBSD, so basically that means I can't eat. So I'm trying to find the best things that I can, and I've cut out potatoes and.
But you don't have to.
No, I don't have to. I found out today I don't have to, but you know, it's like don't have the butter with it. I'm like I don't use butter anyway, so you know, and I had popcorn.
Okay.
And I'm listening to my body anyway. You know, you ever got those days where you're like, I could go for something, but I don't have a taste for anything?
Yeah,
Yep.
I have that a lot.
So I use that
Where
as in fuck
I'm
eating.
hungry, but I don't want anything.
Yep, nothing comes to mind. I just know I could go for something. Who cares? I'm not eating. It's like that.
Well, yesterday was real bad for me. Well, was it yesterday? Today's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yesterday.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I basically fasted the entire day up until like right before my class. So that sucked a lot.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm like, okay, I need food, but I don't got time for food.
Like who cares about food? Who cares about class? You know what? My next breath is meaningless.
Well, I ended up having Burger King right before going to class, so I did have something, but I'm like, I didn't necessarily want this. I just needed food.
Oh man, you can eat Burger King. I can't. Look, we eat Burger King. We're going to the bathroom like crazy. I mean, and Sidra doesn't have IBSD. You know, she doesn't have type 2 diabetes, but she will go to the bathroom like I do if she eat Burger King. And almost the thought of McDonald's get her nauseous. Eating the food will most likely make her throw up. So.
Oh, McDonald's is straight garbage. Like, you have to have an iron stomach to eat McDonald's.
Yes. Those people that eat glass and metal, they can do it. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Because even when I was young, when I tried McDonald's, I'm like, oh God, this just hurts my stomach. This hurts my very being.
Yes. It's like
and my stomach was definitely stronger back then than it is now.
Man.
I'm a little bit less picky, but my stomach is definitely stronger back then than it is now.
I'm glad your stomach is still holding up because you know today's food are rotted out.
Yeah.
It's messed up. I was wondering what was on your mind to come into the chat.
Not much, honestly. This was one of those super long early days that is going to lead into another super long early day tomorrow. So I just wanted to talk to a human.
I understand that completely. There are many times I'm sitting here working on the wrestling game for events and commentary, and I'm like, I could really talk to somebody right now. I need human interaction. Oh man, so I hear you. Here's something I've been thinking about. Okay, I want to do. You know, I want to put my face up there, obviously, and just like people are more engaged when they can see your face. But it'll be live. I want to do it live. But my idea is to do these topics that are really backlogging my email, and these are things that I either don't know much about, and I still want to talk about because talk about what you know anyway. And I thought it'd be cool if someone could join me on it. So that could be you, or that could be somebody that's listening. You know, it could be somebody. It doesn't matter if it's Discord or Skype or. So I think I got Skype still. I don't know. I've had like 2 or 3 accounts because I had to keep getting it or something. But yeah, I don't know exactly how to do the Google Hangouts thing and have it show up. I'm not an expert on that. I've tried working, have my daughter work with me and try to get image share up here, and I did it a little bit, but the sound was all jacked up, so I couldn't do that right. So if anyone out there, even you, Conqueror Thought, if you know how to do this type of stuff, it'd be a great help.
Well, one, yes, I would love to have these conversations with you, or with. But 2, I also have even less knowledge on the technical aspect than you do.
Oh crap! I was doing all kinds of stupid finagly stuff to get it up there in the OBS studio, and I'm like, I don't know how to do this crap. That's really what it came down to. Like, I don't know how to do this crap. And I could look something up, and I most likely will. It's just usually people oversimplify stuff because they make these videos out there as if they know exactly, like, well, you know what I'm talking about, so I don't have to explain too much. It's like, no, you dumbass, explain everything. What did you do? What did you click? What is the site where you got what add-on or whatnot?
Yeah.
Help people out.
The step-by-steps is what you really want.
Yes. It's like, oh, you just go here, you click this, you click that. Wait a minute. Whoa. Explain that part. How'd you get all that? Or you just slide that into this box here. No, dumbass. Explain how you got that in the first place. Not going to do it. Just understand that I have it and you need it.
Yeah.
Jackweeds. All of them.
Do you follow Mr. Atheist?
I unsubscribed today.
Okay.
I did, but I was bored with him. Now, yeah, someone says they got a lot of subscribers. How could you be bored, or why would you unsubscribe? They've got a lot of subscribers. I don't give a shit how many subscribers somebody's got.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I completely agree with that.
But I lost favor with him.
If you're bored with him, you're bored with him. It's not. It ain't no big deal.
It's. Okay, I'm gonna be just blunt about it. All right.
You know what? The people who say he's got so many subscribers, or oh, he's got really good points, or he's really interesting, or whatever, it's like, dude, as far as the interesting thing is concerned, I just told you I'm not interested. It's boring.
Yep.
To me.
It's like, you should be interested in him. I'm interested. That crap.
You can make a case for why you're interested, and it ends up with the other person. Then yeah, you can talk to them about it. I'm like, hey, interested? You interested? And then I guess I
wait a minute. You went
or something like that.
You're going robotic. Either Sidra or Solstice is doing this. She just got on her computer and it revved up, but it's only on your side. It's your side coming through. You might have to restart. Yeah, you might have to restart your side. I can hear you fine, so it can't be there interfering like that.
No, it's because it was in phone mode.
Ah, phone mode. Okay. I only have desktop. Put a desktop in a car and it's good to go. Hook it up right to the engine. The reason I unsubscribed, the first one, this is what made me fall out of interest. And it sucks because the Atheists, what is it? The Atheist Experience, their community and all that stuff, they're doing it. Mr. Atheist and Godless Engineer is doing it. And it's that selective...
Godless.
Godless engineer. Yeah, I don't know what I said. Atheist engineer or something. I don't know. I flubbed it, but
No, godless engineer.
Yeah, godless engineer. What they do is that selective association, and they do it by literally wiping everything under the rug. They sweep it under the rug so they don't have to address it, because then they have to realize they're dealing with a piece of shit, and this piece of shit is their best friend Kyle. And while Kyle and Shannon Q and others did speak up heavily against.
Oh, that Kyle. I was like, which Kyle are you talking about?
There's a lot of Kyle. Yeah, non sequitur show. I was going to subscribe to him, but I was like, something isn't right about this, because I know it's wrong on my side to sit here and just judge the possibility, not judge them as accurate, but judge the possibility of someone based on their facial demeanor and word choices and tone of voice. But I got skeptical of them, and so I gave it a little bit, and then I just sort of forgot about it.
Well, here's the thing. Yes, on the rational plane of thought, you were wrong. You were wrong to do that.
Yes.
But there's no real evidence for this, because there's no way to actually test it in a legitimate sense. Everyone has these instincts that will tell you, I don't quite trust you, or
that doesn't make it true, but it should give you warning to proceed with caution. And that's all it ever does for me. I don't judge and say that's true. I think that's reserved for idiots. I'm just talking about the people that, I'm like, look, if something just throws me off about you, so I'm going to give it time. And then if nothing comes up, then I'm going to go full bore. That's usually what I do. And I did subscribe to him. Yeah. I subscribed. I clicked that gray bell. I did all that. And I think about a month later, then I'm like, I knew something was up, and it bugged me. Now, I wish nothing ever came up, because then I could just say I was flat out wrong, and I'm happy about that. Being wrong for me is great. So, but when he come out, he just absolutely outright stole from his friend at the time that he's doing co-host shows with. It was like, I'm just going to take your money. And dude was like, you're stealing from me. What? I mean, you're like robbing me. And he's like, well, you call it robbing, but me, I'm just trying to, do what's best for me, and I'm sure everyone that follows me will have a different opinion. Well, and I'm like, what?
The thing is, the main guy, Steve McRae, he ain't sitting pretty in any way, shape, or form either.
No, he's not. That's a poor justification, though.
With each other, and they accepted too many negatives about the other that allowed them to corrupt each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you could. You had the high ground until you did this, because the other guy let you do something else. And then because they let you do something else, you decided you could do that thing that wasn't that great.
And it escalates. People are jackwads, and I mean, no one ever leaves being a child. So if you let them do it, they're gonna do it. And if you reward it in any way, then they feel really emboldened to do it. So I mean, that's really how it goes. And if no one likes hearing that, then tough luck, because I'm going to give it to you real. And that's the other thing that bothered me, which bored me with Mr. Atheist and people like him. Here's the thing. I don't like the fact, granted, there's a lot of thieves out there. I get it. Walmart, maybe parts of Target, maybe other things. They're stealing. They're doing all kinds. Yes. And I shop there. Well, Walmart, very limited. But I get that. And Mr. Atheist, I'm like, okay, maybe he'll address it. Maybe he'll say something. No, he doesn't. If I don't say it, it'll go away, and and he still has him on the show. And I'm like, man, this is real messed up. While they complain, here's if anyone's still listening, The thing that bugs me is they do this very thing that they outright complain and rail against the government and other people doing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in the Bible that they complain about. Oh, this is mentioned in the Bible, but then you drop it in the New Testament, or your preachers or you won't acknowledge it, and you'll cherry pick what you want. That's what they're doing. And I think it's like what it's called special pleading or something. I'm not sure about that. I might be using that completely wrong. But they're cherry picking their friends, and that's not cool. That's wrong. That's worse than what I've done, because this guy, he's stolen.
Yeah, it's special pleading. It's special pleading.
Okay, is this guy stole from somebody?
I was trying to think of which one was which in the situation, but like, yeah, if say I don't accept someone who steals from something because it's wrong, and I have a moral problem with it, then your friend does that, you're like, yeah, I have a problem with that. And if you stay friends with them and just ignore said problem with it, then yeah, that's special pleading. Now you can still stay friends with them, and as long as you actually deal with it in a rational way, saying, hey, look, we're friends because of all the other things. I definitely don't like this about you. This is one of those things that I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of here. Kind of thing.
And see, the way I would have handled it, I got a live show. I do that kind of thing, if anything, like Mr. Atheist, and I do these shows with you, and you got a show with someone else, and then you just say, look, I got away with all this, I'm going to do this too, and just take your money. And I would not just sweep that under the rug and be like, if I don't say it, nobody's going to say anything. No, I would address that with you right there for everyone to hear. I would let you know where I stand on it, and I would be open and say, we've got such a friendship, it's hard to let that go, but now I know the extent of your character, so I know how far to go with you. And that means I can't do a lot of things. I would address it as that. We're going to be friends, but I got to keep you at a distance on certain things. And I would be honest about that. And I would let everyone know that I didn't like what happened. You know? Address the fucking issues.
Exactly. Exactly.
And he didn't do that. And that's weak. That is weak, weak, weak. It is bullshit. And it says a lot about his character. You know? It says a lot about his... Oh, yeah, my friend just raped somebody. But you know what? They're still my friend because of all this history. I'm not going to address anything. I might talk off air about it. No, this shit happened on air. That happened on air. It needs to be addressed on air and needs to be called out for his crap. And the thing with Mr. Atheist that bored the shit out of me is the fact that this guy is a cookie cutter. I can't stand cookie. Look, it's too easy to be all you beautiful people. All right, what did you do, man? The police after you. What did you do?
Nothing. It's just one of those. Everything's slowed down in traffic, so he's trying to get through, basically.
Okay, because I was like,
I don't even know if there's actually an accident or anything. He's just cutting through traffic.
I was gonna say, if you're in a white Bronco, what you need to do is just make sure that you have gloves around that don't fit you. just throwing it out there. So the thing that bugs me about Mr. Atheist is I don't like cookie cutter people. You're zoning out. You're roboticking out. You went Cybertronian. Can you hear me well though? That's the...
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm gonna just say this then. I'm gonna get this out. So the thing that's cookie cutter that I don't like and is boring because too many people do it, the fact that anyone does it bugs me, because that, for someone to feel that way and then be able to get angry about anything that people do or call anyone out is an asshole. Immediate asshole. When he's also about you beautiful people, you lovely people, you're great people, these people are great, my subscribers are great, and I love you all and all that. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck up out of here with that shit. Now, can someone actually feel like that? Yeah. They can. And they have a deeper understanding about certain human nature and things like that. But man, this guy will say this stuff and then start railing against somebody in a video. And I'm like, if they're all beautiful, and some of these people are subscribed to him. So I can't hear what you're saying. So, I mean, that's picking your shots, and it's a contradiction. It is a hypocrisy. It is everything wrong. It is a contradiction of self and words, because you're sitting there touting that people are just so awesome and great. Your subscribers are awesome and great. Everyone out there is awesome and great. And then one of your subscribers, who you happen to disagree with, you go at it full bore, chastising them, saying that they're wrong and all this other stuff. So, yeah, I find that garbage. All right? Not everyone is beautiful. Not everyone is lovely. You know, just fucking deal with that shit. And people out there they're suckers for it. They want to hear someone call them nice and that they can't do any wrong. They want to be special. They want to be that one person. They talked to me and said I was great and they love me. Bullshit. Bullshit. You know, you don't know you from the eggs at the supermarket. You don't know you. So, just saying that shit is bothersome. And he says he think he lost. Is that a bird? Squirrel. I'm going to restart. I'm going to get back in. I'm going to get out of here and get back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, get back in general chat. Oh wow, that connected quickly. So I'm back in. So yeah, that bores me about Mr. Atheist and people like that. Is hackneyed, is not real, is not genuine, you know, and is not original anymore. It's just, I mean, I could easily do that. I could start a new channel called, you know, CR Peace and Love, and every day I could start my videos with, you know, welcome everyone, you know, all of you lovely, beautiful people. I am glad that you're here. You get to listen to me as I talk about the things that's attacking, you know, innocuous people throughout the world, and I rail against those things because everyone on this planet is beautiful in their own way, and I'm going to talk about how these beautiful, lovely, innocent people are being harmed by our evil, tyrannical government subsidiaries and those emboldened by their actions and yada yada. I could go on about that so easy, but that would be me lying because I don't think the majority of people are fucking beautiful. I don't. I'm not an idiot. All right, I'm not going to sit here and say, you know what? Everyone who subscribed to me is a well-mannered, well-minded, peace-loving, forward-thinking human being that believes that everyone should be able to get along and there's no racism and all this other stuff, no bigotry, no grandfathering into special areas, you know, or anything like that. I'm not going to sit here and say that. I would never think that stupid shit because it's stupid to think that way. You know, and I'm up here. I'm mainly talking about myself. I can't hear Conquering Thought. You know, I'm going to move to a different channel. You know, I'm going to hold up. Damn, I keep sitting at the water. Okay, he left the. Okay, he's in here. His mic is muted. I don't know if I'll be able to hear him. He's not. Mine isn't muted. I seem to be just fine. Let's see. Disconnect. User volume. Yada yada yada. Ban him. Kick him. Disconnect. Server deafen. Server mute. I have dominion over you. And that's how a lot of people are. They have that power, they see that power, and then they just want to keep using it. You know, when you have a hammer, everything becomes a nail. You know, when you have a little bit of power, everyone becomes a peon. And that's how people are. And it sucks. I'm going to upload, as a matter of fact, I'm going to, I think I'm going to just kind of do this a little bit real time right now. You know, that's what I'm going to do. Why y'all arguing near me? I don't mind y'all talking, but why I got to do it near me? But she had five nuggets, a chicken wing. I made her 5 eggs. Beautiful, light yellow, fluffy, bouncy eggs with salt and pepper. Cooked it in olive oil, all nice and gourmet.
And now she's asking for peppers.
She's asking for peppers. I ate that pepper. There's one more left, I think, though.
That'll be for her snack.
Damn.
Not the whole thing.
So I'm gonna upload this latest video. It's probably gonna take a while. It was like 17 minutes or so.
Hello?
Oh, it lives. How do I? Okay, I keep losing my stuff here.
Can you hear me now, though?
Yeah, I can hear you. This is video 484, and this will be.
Damn.
Yeah, the video I'm doing right on my number count 484. I think with you and oh wow.
These feel great, and I'm even bloated.
And yeah, 484. This was titled YouTube Mark Hunters. It's basically about people on YouTube making these ads and hunting people down, even though they might have businesses, legitimate or not. You know. So I'm putting that up there. Add to playlist. Let that load. Takes a while. Hey, can you make sure she doesn't have that on HD? Let's see. August. Let's see. Record data. Recording date. August 17th, 2019. Well, 7 minutes until it's done uploading. That's pretty much it.
Alright.
So that's what I'm doing for the one I did earlier today. I'm not gonna let it just sit there, and then now I can go to Filmora, close the upload because it says mission complete. Close that. Get rid of the voice that I did. Whew, okay. Matter of fact, I just close Filmora. Close it all. Don't save anything. Just get rid of it. So yep, that's what I'm doing. It takes a while to close it. Filmora and OBS Studio, they seem to compete when you have them open at the same time. So let's see. I'm going to close the main program. So I can hear my side crackling. I can hear lag in my side. So yep, I got the upload video going. I got that going for YouTube on Mozilla, Firefox. I got OBS Studio open. I got Discord open, and some kind of what's this? It's gonna take. I don't know. It's Word 2007 or some crap like that. So yeah, it's taking forever to load. It's not responding. Oh, it's my wrestling. Okay. It's not responding, so I just minimize it and then it'll respond. AVG is going. OBS Studio. Why is that red? Oh, okay. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. We've been recording now for 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes.
Well,
and
you probably chop a big old section out for, hey, can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me?
I
Section.
I think I'll chop some of that out. I don't know. It just depends. I still talked about Mr. Atheist and why he bored me. It's because of the hackneyed stuff he does. I don't know if he was able to hear any of that or not.
Yeah. I did not hear enough of it.
Okay.
I heard a good amount of the beginning, a good chunk.
Just to
a little bit after the beginning, but it just kind of in and out. So it's kind of.
I'll just sum it up in less than 10 seconds. I just don't like the fact of his, saying that everyone's a beautiful person and all this, and all his subscribers are beautiful, and he starts like that, ends like that, and while a lot of his subscribers are people that he railed against with videos and retort videos, and I don't like that, and people fall for it. They're gullible because they want to feel special and whatnot. So, that's pretty much the sum up. It bugs me. It bothers me. I'm not going to be like that because that's just unrealistic. It's just unrealistic to even think something like that. And he found a pattern. He found a way to get people to, flock to him, and that's kudos. And like someone said, I have a niche group because anyone listening to me, they're bathed in reality. They understand reality. They're not trying to be special and think that some YouTuber who they've made famous in their eyes is talking specifically to them and be like, you are beautiful, you are great. No. So yeah, anyone listening to me, they like reality. If people listen to me, I read their comments. And when I get a new subscriber, I don't sit here and say, give me money and I'll talk to you. Give me money, I'll check you out. No. I get a new subscriber and I click on them to see, okay, what's their channel like? When was the last time they uploaded anything? And if it seems recent, and they've been doing it kind of like weekly or bi-weekly or something, then I might be like, hey, I might talk to them, how often do you upload videos, or when do you do this, or something like that. And if they respond to me, if they comment to me saying some reasonable, rational stuff like you did, then I am going to be like, hey, you got a good voice. Why don't you do this? That's...
that made me remember where we actually started talking to each other. We started talking to each other on the Benjamin Dixon show.
Yes. Benjamin Dixon, he brought us together. Can't say he don't do anything good. Oh, that's your paper for school. I was going to open it and just make origami. I was going to make paper folding. Let's fold some paper. I was bored, so that's what I was going to do. And I was like, I don't know what that's there for. Yay! I got paper. I ain't held paper. Ooh, college rule, too. Man. Yeah, I remember, we basically started agreeing with certain things, and we had very few disagreements. You explained yourself, and I didn't sit there and be like, he said those things against Benjamin Dixon. I feel personally attacked.
Yeah, basically.
I'm like, damn, he makes good some
points. I think the through line, I think that the biggest major through line between both of us is we both hold ourselves to radical honesty.
Yes.
I think that's fair to say. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to... when I get a girlfriend and they say, hey, does my butt look big? I'm like, yeah, I like you anyway. Or damn, I like that big butt. Or any of those, any variation on the truth, but it's still the truth. It's not like I'm gonna make something up.
She's got a friend. I'm not gonna call out any names, but she had a living roommate, and the roommate puts on this shirt, and she's a really heavy set girl. I mean, really, really heavy set. And she's like, does this shirt make me look fat? And she goes, it's not so much the shirt. And so she's laughing in the background. She did deserve it. There's a lot of real I can keep. Does this make my butt look big? Are you concerned with it being small or something? It's like, look, why? Like, shut up. There's certain things. Don't try to trap somebody. Don't try to trap somebody. If somebody, it's just. I'm gonna speak general. All right. I'm gonna speak very general. If you gotta
tell you a story, I gotta tell you a story after you're done.
Okay. If you are with a person, it doesn't matter their gender or sex or anything. You're with a person and you got with them. Well, not got with them, but one of the things that turns you on or keeps you turned on is that they got a big ass. And they say, does this make my butt look big? You look at them and say, not big enough, but it's good. Just throw it out there. This make, and now listen, if you got no ass, you know you don't have an ass. Does these pants or whatnot make my butt look big? Be like, of course it can't. You've got no ass. Stop it. You just don't. Let's go on out to the movies. Just be honest. And if you're worried about having a big ass, what is wrong with you? Every human being out here, whether it's a straight male or a gay female, they want ass. That's just it. They want ass, whether it's big, small, petite, flat, gargantuan. It don't matter. They want some ass. So be happy that they're with you. And if they're paying attention to your ass, shut up. Don't worry about if somebody else thinks your ass look big. Worry or small. Worry about the one that you're with. And if they're happy with your ass, shut up. It's that simple. All that bullshit. That mess get on my nerves.
That is the best way to go about it. That is the absolute best way to go about it. Now, this is a real old story where it's high school, so I might not even be remembering it correctly.
What you telling it for?
Who cares?
I care. I care enough for a laugh.
It's a story.
All right. Let's go with it then.
Anyway, it was this girl that we never really went out, but like we sort of went out. Like it was just like kind of a very close friendship kind of thing. Like we would give each other massages and shit, but nothing real, anything past that.
Okay.
And every once in a while, she would tell me, hey, do I look good with this? Do I look good with that? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then she's like, why don't you say something better than that? I'm like, do you want me to lie to you? And then every once in a while she says yes, and I'm like, okay.
I'm like, personally, I wouldn't want to be with somebody that's all right with me lying to them. You're gone.
Yeah. That's probably why I never went further than that.
7 o'clock.
8 o'clock, please.
No, I love you.
Love you too, girl. Be safe out there.
I will.
So, yeah, it was pretty much that's probably what kept us at arm's length. You know?
Yeah, it should keep you at arm's length. Yeah. Like people that I can't trust, I keep them at what I call backhand length. Cause I might have to backhand a motherfucker and put them down. I'm like, you got to go down. You done assaulted me some way. It's not a physical backhand; it's an emotional one.
Yeah. The thing is, for the same reason that she was like, "Why don't you lie to me?" She liked me, because I know she did, based on a couple of things that she said every once in a while. But the thing is, she wanted that, because every once in a while when she looked damn good, like damn good, I would be like, yeah, you look damn good, and this is why, this is how, this is all that. Like I would go into detail.
Yes. Learn people. Learn them. Everybody has a relationship contract. And if you don't, that's where you done fucked up. And the relationship contract is always being written. Listen to your partner. Listen when you're watching a movie and they'll say something like, I can't stand when people act like that. You better listen to that shit. You better act like what? It don't matter. I don't care if you male or female. It don't matter. Act like what? It's like that. Like, wait, let's pause this. Explain so you can know if that's you or not. And if it's not you, then hey, you ain't got to worry about it. And if you are opposite of that, then you are golden. And if you are like that, think about it. Is being like that worthwhile? Is it really benefiting anybody? And if it is, say, okay, look, I'm kind of like that, and let me explain why. And that is how you engage into a good, positive conversation, and maybe you might enlighten them or get them to, you know, a little special pleading for you. Okay, I hate that, but it's right when you do it because I understand why you do it. You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, that's a good thing.
Or that last thing is like, hey, I have a problem with this. Let me restate it. Hey, I'm like this, and I know you have a problem with it, but other than that, I like everything else. Do you want to give a special pleading to this, or, you know? Actually, no. Now I think about it, you basically said the exact same thing. I'm just rambling at this point.
It shows we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I could sum this up because I didn't want to go into it too deep. A while ago, I mentioned I had to drop out of school to practically graduate on time, and you was like, "What?" You was like, "How you drop out of school to graduate?"
Yeah.
In short, what happened was in the 11th grade, it got to the point I didn't have many classes, okay? I had one less class. So that was cool. And then 12th grade, I had like 2 less classes. But my attendance was abysmal. So my health class, although every time I took a health class, I literally maxed out the grade. Like, I didn't score less than perfect on my tests.
God damn.
And that was health class. But when you miss 15 and 20 days of class, you know, it's a lot of absences, so you fail. Now, I was there at every single class. I think in those times I missed 4 days in 2 years. But the thing is, I getting there late, all right? Get to school late.
Yeah.
So getting to school late, tardies add up to absence. Therefore, your grades don't count. So that was 9th grade, all right? That happened in 9th grade. It happened in 10th grade. So I asked, hey, the new year's going to start. Classes are not solidified. I talked to 2 guidance counselors. I talked to the vice principal, assistant to vice principal. I talked to the principal himself, and I'm like, is it possible I can get my health class 2nd or 3rd class instead of the 1st? And they're like, sure. Now, I didn't explain why going into 11th grade. I just wanted it later than the morning. Didn't happen. Gave it to me in the morning anyway. And then what was their excuse? That's the only time health class is available. And I'm like, bullshit. And I told them, then if that's the only time it's available, why is she teaching that throughout the whole day? And it's called health. And they're like, I don't understand. And I'm like, it's when you hear something so stupid, you just stunned and you walk off because you're like, I don't know how to counter that level of stupidity.
Yeah.
So 12th grade, I'm like, okay. I talked to head guidance counselor and pretty much mentor to a lot of people. So I'm talking to her and I'm like, look, I need health class. I would like it after lunch, not before, but after lunch. Lunch was 11:30. So after lunch, and she says, why? And I said, I cannot get to school on time in the mornings. I have a perfect score in health class, but I fail every one because either the bus is always 10 to 20 minutes late, and I learned that these excuses that you write up mean nothing, even though the bus is late. I realized they mean nothing. So she says, okay, we'll give it to you after lunch. Great! I check again. Great! My mom knows her because my mom was taught French by her. Although mom never learned French, but she was taught. And she talks to her and it's like, great, we're going to do that. First day of class, health. Right after homeroom, yeah, here's your sheet. Health is the first one. And I looked at it, and in the class, I said, what the fuck is this? And a bunch of the kids looked at me like, yo, man, you cursed out in class with the teacher. And the teacher looked over at me and was like, Mr. Kennedy, is there a problem? I said, yeah, health is the first subject here. And I'm not going into great detail of this. I am leaving out tons of detail and anguish, might I add, and bullying. I'm leaving that shit out. So keep that in mind. So I don't get a chance to do that. Health is first. And there's another class that's jacking me up. All right? Things that I didn't understand, things that I didn't know. But all in all, I failed. High school, it was like, you're 3 credits shy. And although one class at one point gives you 3 credits, they said you're going to have to take 4 classes to make up these 3 credits, because each class would be like 0.7 of the credits. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Why are you doing this? I had to ask that question. Why are you doing this? And they said, we're not doing anything. So, all right. So,
Clearly they're not doing anything.
I am...
And that's worse.
I am so angry. I am dejected. I am defeated. A friend of mine at the time was talking about dropping out of high school anyway. He was just sick of it. He was like, a high school diploma don't get you anything anymore. And I was like, it gets you into college.
Hey, you're going real back.
All right, I'm going to chill for a second. I'm going to chill. Am I coming in better?
Yes.
Okay. So what happens is, I'm just calm down and try to talk a little better because I was excited. So what happens is, another class, and this is short. I was, I'm gonna say this. It was a class I was doing well in history. History, perfect marks. I did all the work. I did everything. Did extra credit. Gave more information than what was needed. Okay, so that's great. I got halfway through the semester. Halfway through, and they say, "Hey, you need to go to this more advanced class." And I was like, "Okay, like, we're going to mainstream you. You're going to this class, so you'll be with those students." All right, fine. I get into the class, and what I found out after the 5th day in class, which at the time would have turned into a Tuesday, was that my grades from the previous class didn't carry over, so I got a 0. And they told me no matter how hard I work, no matter how great I do, I will have a 0. But I should sit there and learn. So, in history, I was thwarted there as well. History was 1 credit. Health was 1 credit. So, history, I could not pass. Health, I could never pass because they kept putting it first. So, eventually, I drop out. I'm like, nope, I'm not coming back. And all my teachers, even though they know what's happening to me, no, don't do that. You ruin your life. I'm like, my life is ruined. It was ruined in 3rd grade, just to be honest with you. But I said, no, I'm done. Because I have to go through a whole year of school to graduate. And I am not sitting at this shithole school any longer. I stay out of trouble best that I can. I get bullied and picked on by not just the students, but the teachers. And the great majority of these people I don't even know. There's too much racism. I am done with this. I am done with this. And so I drop out of high school. And I go to a technical college where, wow, I didn't need health class. I needed history and I needed math. Although math, I did well in. I think I had a solid B, right there in the middle of a B. But in this, I aced math. Even though it did go into trigonometry, a little bit of introduction to trigonometry, and I still did great there. And I did history, which I aced like crazy. And I graduated from a technical college. I did that. It was obviously a little time later, about 7-8 months later, but graduated. And although I had a broken leg, I still walked across that stage without my crutches because fuck all that. And that's how I had to drop out to graduate. And I have the pride of graduating.
See, that makes sense now.
I have the pride of graduating from a place that was all right at first. The technical college was all right until I go to and I didn't get a GED. I didn't get a general education diploma. I got my adult high school diploma. There was a difference.
Isn't that the same thing?
Nope.
I'm confused.
Nope. Because the GED, when they explained it to me and looking at the policies of it, it basically says in general, you can handle a lot of things. The adult high school diploma, from what I read, is that you surpass the GED, you have the equivalence of the high school diploma, and you are opted to go to other colleges because of it. GED at the time was stated to me that with a GED, other colleges won't even look at you. Adult high school diploma, other colleges will see you as if you graduated from high school and it won't matter. So that was the difference, and that's why I chose to go for and they also made sure to let you know the adult high school diploma program, that's going to be harder than the general education. So, I went for that. Oh, and the adult high school diploma, that program was focused on only the areas in your high school where you did not get near perfect scores. All right. So if you got anything less than a middle solid A, those are the courses you took. And for me, that was math and history. History, I had an A in until they robbed me of that. And math, I just had a B in because some things were just hard. I was able to do algebra. No, I was able to do algebra 2 perfectly, but not algebra 1. And that was just weird. I just couldn't get it. So, yeah, that's how I chose the adult high school diploma program at that time. So that's how I dropped out to graduate relatively on time.
So I have a slight microcosm of your story in my own story.
Tell it.
Where I'm literally talking about a single day, so it's not, it ain't nearly as bad.
Okay.
But, so I'm waiting at the bus stop. And I'm waiting. I look at my phone, it was running out of batteries, it was dead. Waiting at the bus stop, no bus. I walk home. This was still back when landlines were a thing, and I come home. I try calling my mom to say, hey, the bus never came. Can you take me to school? The landline was dead too because there was a power outage, and it didn't come back until like noon. Where I then called. Once it did come back, I was like, hey, Mom, can you take me to school? The bus never came, and no one believed me. But that's how I got an unexcused absence. So that was fun.
Damn. So I mean, the bus don't come. It's obvious that it don't work. It didn't come. Phone's dead, but no one believes you. It's honestly, that's scary in one sense. It's scary because it reflects a horror movie. But it's
the only thing missing is the chainsaw murderer.
Yes, that's all that's missing. But then the sad part is that is life. Human beings, all we do is doubt. That's it. We doubt anything that we can prove or disprove. We always want to go wholehearted into things that, we have no evidence for. Belief is true. Why? Because I believe. Why can't I just believe? Hey, well, okay. Hey, guess what? I'm starting this business and I need some help. Would you help me? I don't know about that. It's like, whoa.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. As far as let's assume that the power wasn't out and I could get someone to call me to pick me up. I would still be late and that would still be an unexcused act.
It wouldn't.
Even though the bus never picked me up, because apparently that their own system failing is not an excuse to be absent.
No, it's not. You're.
Excuse me. Would it take a meteor to give me an unexcused absence? Because both a meteor and this are completely out of my control.
It's like, nope, sorry, I can't help you. It's just, it's like setting you up to fail.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much what schooling did here. I hate everything. I want to say I hate North Carolina. No, because if it wasn't here, it'd be somewhere else. I hate everything. What evidence do I have it be somewhere else? Because all over this country, it is gerrymandered. Poor people don't get jack in school, so you get public schooling. Private and more upstate style schools get all the funding. Enough said.
Yeah.
Teachers are going on strike. Enough said. Your children go to school and come home dumber. Enough said. They can't tell you what they learned in class.
The students go to school with bulletproof backpacks because they think they need it.
Enough said. Kids are being bullied and picked on, and they go to school and shoot it up because fuck everyone. Enough said. There is no decency being taught in school, just how to regurgitate the crap we tell you.
Yeah.
My daughter goes to school and learns so much stuff. When she come home, all she talks about is, I learned the height of my teachers. I learned my teacher last name. My friends did this. And I'm like, man, you was in school for like 6 or 7 hours. And you can't tell me one thing you've learned. Oh my goodness. When I was teaching my daughter about math and stuff, I didn't say, look, here's some stuff, memorize it. No. I'm like, you know how to do addition, right? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, that's what multiplication is. And she's like, huh? And I said, okay. So for example, 9 times 1, 9. 9 times 2, 18. All right, 9 times 3, 27. Okay, but how do you get this? You get 9. You want to find out what 9 times 2 is? Add 9 to it. You want to find out what 9 times 3 is? Add 9 again. It's just adding. And I told her that's what I did in school. And she started doing that, and now she gets better grades on her math. Why didn't her teachers teach her this shit?
Too much,
Fuck. Math.
School expects you to fill out to get that sort of standard. You're a standard good person. You've learned everything you need to know because to succeed in a general sense.
Yep, you learn how to obey us in society.
Basically.
And that's really it.
If they taught you how to do something, or if they really taught you how this works, why this works, instead of, oh no, you just have to know, then yeah, there would be a lot more functional people. It's basically just a critical thinking class.
A critical thinking class would just doom this country. Why? Because honestly, politicians, religious people, and these cults need you to be stupid. And if you got some brains, it would jack them up and this country would collapse. That's why. And I am all for this country positively collapsing. Open your eyes, see what's going on instead of going with your goddamn feelings. I feel you're insulting me. Shut up, stupid. If you felt like I was insulting you, then you're feeling stupid shit. I haven't insulted you. I am simply saying I don't like that book. Why do you feel insulted?
Yeah. I go. I'm home. I got stuff to do.
Yeah, you went robot. You went robot, all Cybertronian. You're not that far from transforming.
Hello.
Hello.
Anyway, goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.